What's up, y'all? It's that time again. Y'all know I'm super excited. I'm here, Kevin Lloyd, founder and CEO of ColumbusBlack.com. It is that time for another Columbus Black on Blast. What do? This is where we highlight movers, shakers, and creators, people that are doing amazing things in our community. We showcase them right here on Columbus Black. Why? Because they deserve the opportunity. I always say if they put in the work to get where they are right now, that's 60% of it. We need to give them the other 40 to make sure that they're successful. So with that, that's why we highlight these movers, shakers, and creators. I'm excited for the couple that I have with me today. But before we get started, for those that don't know, Columbus Black has been around now for 19 years. That's right. This May will make 19 years that we've been in business. We have become an online omni-channel platform connecting the Black community and others, right, to things that are happening here in Central Ohio to make sure everybody understands how they can have an enjoyable lifestyle here in the great Columbus area. All right, so this is what we got going on behind me. Y'all can see I'm at Venture Suite. This right here is a co-working space where you can actually come in if you need a place to work and get some things done. You can come to Venture Suite. Go to venturesuite.co. That's venturesuite.co to learn more. And if you need a private space to host an event, we have some amazing events at Venture Suite. For those that have not downloaded the Mile app, go to mile.com. That's myle.com, so you can make your life entertaining. That's where you find things to do, places to go, and food to eat. And you want to check it out today. You can host, post, promote, and sell tickets to your events as well. That's right, all on the Mile platform, one-stop shop. That is the solution. So check it out today. When you're looking for things to do, places to go, and food to eat, just Mile it and make your life entertaining. Well, let's move on to the reason why we are here today, y'all. I have some special guests known as the Crumps, right? Why? Because they do some great things, and I'm excited to have them tell us a little bit about themselves. But more importantly, they're going to tell us about what they have going on and what they've been providing right here in Central Ohio for you and for myself. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to you all for a quick introduction. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves? Either one of you can kick us off, and let's get started.
All right. Hey, guys, this is Chris, and this is my husband, Kenny. We are both entrepreneur couple. I have been in the beauty industry for 22 years here in Columbus, born and raised. He has a kids facility business, and he's also from Columbus, Ohio, and we just started our nonprofit, Elevate You.
All right, so let's go back for 1 second, right? So both of y'all are from Columbus, Ohio?
Yes,
sir.
So y'all are repping for the hometown, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, we try our best.
All right, that's good stuff. Chris, thanks for setting us off a little bit. Kenny, anything else to add to that?
Yeah, so just to kind of give you a little bit of background, about myself. The way I got into business, I was actually a former gymnast. So I did gymnastics from the age of 4 to 18, and that's what kind of started my gymnastics journey. And always had that entrepreneur spirit. Started coaching at 18, and at 18, someone suggested, "Hey, can you go to my daughter's daycare and teach gymnastics classes there?" That birthed the mobile gym. So the mobile gym started traveling to different daycares, childcare centers, and we would take gymnastics classes to them. Fast forward, we by demand, we had to open a gym. That's what the people wanted. So open a gym for children. That's how we really got into the kids space. And from there, we ended up opening up, our location in Gahanna, 15,000 square foot kids sports facility. And from there, we franchised the business. So that's where we're at now. We're able to open up a location in Cincinnati. Also, we opened up a location in Panama City, Florida. We've got Charlotte, North Carolina coming, as well as Cleveland, Ohio. So super excited to, bring gym skills to other communities, as well as grow, what we have in the Columbus area as well. So that's how we're at. And Chris, being the amazing entrepreneur she is, we wanted to share, just our resources and other information we have to help other entrepreneurs. And that's why we started Elevate You.
That is outstanding and exceptional. Thank you for sharing that. Let's switch back to Chris. So Chris, fill us in on this entrepreneurial bug on your end and the whole beauty piece. Fill us in, give us some backdrop.
All right, so I went to vocational school. So I actually went to Career Center when I was in high school. So I went to Northeast Career Center. I got my license when I graduated from high school, and I just wanted to start straight into the working the career of beauty. That's something I was always passionate about ever since I was younger. So I kind of went that route. I like to tell everyone that, you know, me and Kenny, we have a very relatable story. We didn't have plans on going to college or just didn't really have that mentorship. So it was kind of entrepreneurship that kind of took over what we wanted to do long term. And yeah, I went straight into working, and I worked in different salons. Then I had a salon loft when I was about 24. This is when it first started. I like to tell people, you know, if we can build our businesses before social media, there's no reason why you guys can't
No excuses.
use social media, you know, as a tool, because, you know, this was before Facebook or anything like that. You know, we've been in business for over 20 years, both of us. And basically I had Salon Loft, and then I had a friend that said, hey, you know, I want to have a salon in the Short North. And so in 2007, I moved to the Short North. So this was before it is what it is today. And we had a boutique in the front. I had a small space in the back. And then I expanded to the first Black-owned brick and mortar full service salon in the Short North in 2009. So
Nice. You know,
so
in
I had that
2009.
2009, yes. And
Early.
I really loved being in the Short North. You know, like our journey has all types of ebbs and flows. And I remember moving down there, everyone, you know, my peers and even clients, they didn't understand, like, why would you be in the Short North? You have to pay for parking, it's near downtown. And, you know, in my heart, I was just like, I want to have a Black salon that's near downtown. And
she's a trendsetter.
and I just
Right.
thought that, you know, that was a market that wasn't tapped. I had a lot of clientele that worked downtown that can come on their lunch break. I just loved it. I felt like, you know, this was where I should be. And I'm still down there today. I'm not in the bigger space. I end up downsizing about in 2015.
Okay.
But I'm still down in the Short North. I love the Short North. You know, I was there in the beginning before it is what it is now.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to, you know, bring Black people, you know, down to the Short North and make it more
Bring a
culture.
little culture to the area.
Yeah, for sure. Bringing some culture and providing them with an option in that area, right? Like, so
I loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Listen, first of all, I want to say kudos and congratulations to you both for the businesses that y'all have gotten off the ground and growing in the ways that y'all have. We all as entrepreneurs know how hard this is, right? It's a lot of hard work. And to accomplish what y'all have is phenomenal. So I'm giving y'all flowers right now. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
And congratulations to you. Us being established in 2005.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. And I think, and I know Chris, I don't know, Kenny, if you have as well. Sherry is my wife, and she's been a big part of what we've done with Columbus Black, as well as obviously with Mile as a co-founder, but we'll get to that later on. But yeah, definitely want to spread that, as well as to our team. As you all know, it takes a team to get where we are, you know, as people who advocate and support us to help us grow. So kudos to everybody that's a part of this. All right.
That's good.
Good stuff. So listen, there's obviously going to be, and I tell people all the time, your story is going to be shared, right, through our channels. And there may be one person, and normally I say one young person, but it could be somebody who's an adult too, that's inspired by your message and decide, I'm going to take that step, right? Y'all have given us a little bit of your backgrounds, but what was the light bulb moment for you that said, I'm going to do this? Because I've always seen that the biggest challenge is the first step. A lot of people never take that step, whatever it is, to actually do what they've envisioned, what they believe God is telling them to do. They just don't take the first step. What was the light bulb moment that made you say, I'm going to take this first step, if y'all can recall what it was?
Yeah, so I'll start off. So for me, and I'm going to give an example of, you know, being able to franchise my business, because that's something, you know, I know I didn't know too many. I don't know anybody that actually created a franchise business. I know people that buy franchises, but again, to franchise their company. So for me to take that leap, you know, actually what it was to, it was really the pandemic that happened. and having some time to kind of sit back, because most gyms, we were closed. We couldn't, we weren't an essential business, so we were really sitting back and just trying to think of other creative ways to expand and just growth strategies. And my thought was, okay, I'm going to take what I've done over the last 15 years or so and try to create more systems and processes and see how I can teach others how to do the same. So it was really a thing where having that time, because when you're in business, it's always something, the hustle and bustle, you go, and you really can't take a minute to step back and say, all right, and really just look at, wow, like, man, God's good. Look at what I've created, over all these years. And not look at what we've done, it takes a team, like you said. So anyways, that's what it took for me, was to step back, kind of see, all right, how can we put these pieces in place, and to find team members that know more about growing a business than me, because a lot of times most of our businesses, we're owner operators. We're doing it ourselves.
Solopreneurs.
Yeah, exactly. So I was able to find a company that will take your business and turn it into a franchise. And again, things take capital, but you have to bet on yourself. So if you can find ways to maybe you have equity in your home, or maybe you have some money saved, you just got to take those risks and go for it. And everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. So
but I would like to add to, when it comes to him saying like what he when was a light bulb moment, I always tell him the biggest thing that I can learn watching him, propel his business to the next level is the patience. So like when we're mentoring people, it's like, you have a vision and that there's something you really feel passionate about, but it's really patient, so he's been knocking down doors since 2020, you know what I mean? And just very consistent. There's calls he'll get on and he's like, man, I think this is good. They never call him back.
Yep.
So it's just
facts.
So it's just really being patient, even at this level, and I think that's why we wanted to share when we get into Elevate You, is because we just want to let them know that it doesn't matter how successful you are, how long you've been in, there's always going to be those times where you have to be patient. And I think that with Kenny, that I learned, he's always been very patient. This is what I want to do, never letting up. And then when they start coming, it's like, oh, wow, this is great.
Actually, if I could give a quick example of the patient, and it takes an amazing wife, to bring these thoughts out of me. But patience is key, because I actually wanted to franchise back in 2013. I thought I was ready. I'm like, man, business is growing. I can open up more locations, and the timing wasn't right. So again, it took from 2013. I met with someone that said they could help me franchise the business, and again, everything fell through. It didn't work out. However, one of our team members who was working at Gym Skills at the time, she believed in me, and we actually, instead of franchising, we were able to do a license deal where they could use the name, and we could open up that Cincinnati location. So it actually started off as a license, and then it took until 2020 for us to actually become a franchise company. And then Cincinnati was now our first franchise. But anyways, patience. I mean, a lot of people may not want to wait, 7 years for it to happen. But again, you got to take, I always say, when we all know, crawl before you walk. Everybody wants, with social media, you want the big house, the big car, all those things immediately. But, you got, it's the long game in the entrepreneur in this world.
Y'all are breaking it down. So listen, I did not tell y'all in advance, but when I do this, that means you are dropping gems, right? Those are gem drops. Y'all are dropping gems left and right.
The stamp of approval.
That's right. That's
so for me, to answer the question, for me, I think to make me feel like, oh, I just have to do this, I tell people I really didn't have a second backup plan. So for me, it was like, I want to do this and I'm going to commit to it. I could have easily stayed at, just a normal salon my whole entire career, but I wanted to take it as far as I could in Columbus for me, and that was what kind of fueled me. And it's like, anytime I had an idea, I really just kind of saw it through, and, whatever I wanted to do with my beauty industry career and the brand that I had, that is what fueled me to stick with it, because I really didn't have any other option. I didn't have a degree or, that was just like, I got to make it work.
Got to make it work. That's what's up. She was like, I got it. This is what I'm doing. I have to do
This
it.
is what I'm doing. I'm committed.
No choice, no option.
Fully. Wow, that's what's up, yo. Y'all just dropped some serious gems on that one, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait for people to hear this message and then share this message, okay?
Yeah.
So for everybody that's listening to this, as soon as you felt that little tingle of, wow, that's cool, share it, all right? Don't hold this to yourself. Other people need to hear this and see this, okay? That's what's up. So listen, you dropped a little bit of a plug in there that led to this a little segue into Elevate You, right? You started talking about what y'all have done, but now that's why y'all created Elevate You. So what is Elevate You? What is that about? What is that concept? What, fill us in.
So during the pandemic, I had worked 22 years straight. So I worked from 18 to 38. So that's
cool.
Yeah. And when we were in the pandemic, we had our first daughter. So shout out to Carla. That's our daughter.
All right.
And I was planning on just being a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, I had a career, very fulfilling career. There's really nothing else that I really want to do, personally or professionally here. So I'm gonna, just be with my daughter. So we did that. And then Kenny, he said, I really think
visionary.
I really think in 2022, he's like, I really think we should start our nonprofit. And I'm like, okay. So I didn't know exactly how that worked. And he's like, I think that we're in a good position. We have a little bit more time now. We're established. Maybe we should start our nonprofit and basically give everything that we did not have, to entrepreneurs and BIPOC entrepreneurs. And so basically that's kind of how we started the vision. We wanted to give to entrepreneurs everything that we didn't have. It's so many things. And that's how we birthed Elevate You. So it's been about a year since we've been up and running, and we just started our programming last fall, and it's been going so well. We're like
outstanding.
So happy about everything that we've been doing.
Congratulations on that, y'all. So this is the cool part of, we talk a lot as entrepreneurs and business owners, and especially in Central Ohio, the better you do, the more you can help, right? So it's not that you don't help people along the way, but the goal is to keep doing better. And now for y'all to be able to say, hey, we're going to go ahead and launch our nonprofit to actually have an impact on other people. It's phenomenal. So it's super excited about that. So tell us a little bit more, right? So what is this turned into? And then we're going to be you have an event coming up, right? We want to talk about that as well. So share some more.
Yeah. So again, the whole purpose of Elevate You, and the official name is We Elevate You Foundation.
Okay.
So Elevate You, we want to bring entrepreneurs together in networking spaces. So, we've had our mixers. We're going to continue having quarterly mixers. Where we can also have a live podcast at this mixer where entrepreneurs can hear from, people like yourself. Entrepreneurs in different spaces who have found success, and they can, learn from their stories and their journey. And then, also with that, we will have, you may see lenders, at these events, people who can provide capital. Maybe there's other resources, attorneys, counsel, accountants, whatever it is that an entrepreneur needs. That's what Elevate You wants to provide, and just bring everyone together so they can have that.
That's outstanding, because yes, it takes a village for real for a business, right? So you have all of those professional elements and capital, as you said, right? Because you got to have your attorneys, you need marketers, you need You need your CPAs, you need all of those resources, right? So that's awesome that y'all are pulling everything together to help people out. That's phenomenal.
And I want to add a little bit to that too.
Yep.
So the reason why we wanted to do Elevate You when start with the mixers is basically for it to be a fundraiser for Elevate You, as well as give us more exposure. So that was like the first thing that we wanted to do, is like, how can we get exposure for the nonprofit? And then how can we raise money? So our mixers are fundraisers, and we come straight back to straight back to the foundation. But the thing that we notice is that entrepreneurs, they need access to a network of people. They need capital, and they need exposure. So those are like our three top things that we were looking to do. And I'm like, it would be so awesome if we can just have an entrepreneurs networking event. I like to tell people it's like a entrepreneurs playground. If you're coming and you want to just expand your business, maybe you're looking for a web designer, t-shirt printing, anything that you may need, you'll come here. These are all entrepreneurs that are looking for the same thing. They're looking for clients, they're looking for connections, people that they can work with, collaborate with. That's kind of what we came up with when we were thinking about how we can, get the most for the least amount of time. So it's only 4 times a year. We're not going to do it monthly, but I think it's great. Like, we have a great location that we've been having it. We have a lot of people that's been coming, and I try to tell people, me and Kenny know how it is firsthand to be an entrepreneur, and we understand how hard it can be to get into these spaces. So if you can come and you can meet me and Kenny in a very casual way, I think that was a good way to meet the founders, and you can talk to us, and we can just connect and exchange information. You can meet lenders, you can meet other entrepreneurs. I felt like that would be a great opportunity, to get it. And we have the vibes, we have the food, the cash bar, we have music, and I tell people it's very non-intimidating. You can come however you are. You can come in your construction worker gear after you get work, however you are, just come through and meet everyone. I just thought it would be a great idea. It's been going really, really well.
Yeah, so she dropped a few different gems in there that was real subtle too. She said, come as you are, and you can also come to the playground, right? This is the playground for entrepreneurs, y'all. That's what's up, and the vibe will be there for sure, all right? That's cool. So when is the next event?
So our next event is going to be May 9th. And what we decided that we wanted to do is have our mixers focus. So our podcast guest is going to be focused on men entrepreneurs. So we try to find entrepreneurs that are in business for at least 7 to 10 years. They're pretty successful at what they've been doing. And, we've been watching them, so we kind of know who they are, and we're familiar with what they do. And we try to find entrepreneurs that we can interview that are in unassuming industries, kind of like Kenny, because we want to expose entrepreneurs to all the faceted ways that they can, become an entrepreneur. So I'm very excited about our guests. We have 3 guests, and I'm actually going to interview Kenny.
Sweet.
So he's gonna be our surprise guest, because I feel like everybody should see
Just
him.
finding this out now. I didn't know.
I think we were talking about everybody that we're going to interview, and I'm like, we can't have the men's mixer and invite men that are very successful and not interview men. So we're like, hey, we should interview Kenny. So I'm going to interview Kenny, and, we'll have our candid moments, because I think, he'll be a good person to interview, especially if I'm interviewing, because, he'll probably for himself.
Oh, yeah. You can probably make him blush once or twice too on stage. So.
I'm sure she will. And so you all know, it's at the Canopy Hotel downtown. So, nice. That's right across from the convention center. So
and it's beautiful.
Conveniently located.
Yeah, it's beautiful boutique hotel. They're really nice. They've been so gracious to let us have it there, and we just love it. Everybody loves it when they come here. It kind of really screams Elevate You. We like to do things right, and we start on time, we end on time.
Nice.
Gonna get in and get out, and it's been really good. We're very pleased with the response that we've had at our mixers.
That's awesome. Right. So the date again is May what?
May 9th.
May 9th. Okay.
5 to 8 o'clock.
Yes.
At the Canopy Hotel downtown. You can get tickets on Miles' website as well as elevate.u.org.
You can get tickets on Mile.
Yes.
Really?
Mile, listen, let me tell you guys about the Mile platform. This is going to be my endorsement. You know, we
stamp of approval.
Right. So we always were looking for, that's another thing that we do at our mixers. We always make sure that we have BIPOC entrepreneurs that are vendors. So we want to really circulate the dollar within our mixers every time that we have them. You know, we're just really trying to make sure. And someone referred us to Mayo, and they're like, you know, this is an entrepreneur couple in Columbus. They have a platform. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So we love Mayo because, you know, we just want to give you guys, you know, all of the accolades and everything that you've done for us. They've helped us with our platform and even
day one
amplifying. Yeah, it was been so easy to work with. And I just love that because that's what we want. You know, everyone's busy. We want ease of work day, you know, and we contacted Mayo and they're like, yes, this is great. Kevin always has helped us anytime we had any type of issues with, you know, just setting up the account and everything. And we love it. So we've always used Mayo. That's one of our platforms that we'll always use. And I just love that, you know, it's owned by a Black company. So
outstanding. Well, we appreciate the love. I know Sherry connected with y'all first.
yeah.
And then we kept on going. So here we are. We're excited. And by the way, y'all can get your tickets at elevateuspringmixer.mile.com. We'll drop that in the thread and on the screen, but it's ELVAU, the letter U, springmixer.mile.com. Outstanding, y'all. We're excited. So as we get ready to wrap up, right? So we have a date, we have a time, we have a location. They know how they can get their tickets. Any last second thoughts that y'all want to share with our audience while y'all have the platform? And I ask that because a lot of times people get on these interviews, these shows, and y'all know what happens, right? They're like, I'm going to say this, and they forget. And they're like, how did I forget that? And then y'all will be looking at each other, how you let me forget that, right? We don't want to do that. So is there anything else that you all wanted to share with the audience before we go?
I just wanted to let everyone know that, you know, if they are looking to become an entrepreneur or you guys are looking to be re-inspired or even look at looking to scale your business, I feel like our mixers are a great place to meet people, and it's a great place to just, you know, find what you're looking for if you're an entrepreneur. We've had so many people that have came and they, you know, met other people and they start working with them immediately because, you know, they were looking for that specific thing. So I would just say to follow us on Facebook or Elevate You Foundation and Instagram. And we have all of our updates there, and come out, you know, just support.
And if I can add, you know, and maybe you're someone who really just wants to support the movement, you know, and you can't make it out, you know, to an event. You can buy a ticket, buy 2-3 tickets for someone, you know, and again, you can also make a donation to our foundation. Again, this, you know, I've been in for-profit for years. You know, this nonprofit is new to me, and I'm learning that it takes a village. You know, we need everyone's support. You know, this isn't a Kenny and Chris problem, us trying to bridge this wealth gap. You know, we need everyone's help. And if you feel compelled to make a donation, you can go to our website, ELV8U.org, and make a donation there. There's a button, and we appreciate all your support. And thank you, Kevin, you know, for taking time to, you know, allow us to share our story and utilize your platform.
Outstanding. Well, since y'all are here trying to elevate everybody else, we need to elevate y'all. So this is what we're going to do, right? Everybody come together. As you said, it takes a village. We need to help each other out, spread this word, support, and help to build, right? We talk about it all the time, but now the opportunity is here. So let's do what we do, everybody. All right. So listen, Chris, Kenny, I want to thank you both. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your introduction to the Crumps. All right. So they're working hard to elevate each and every one of us. So make sure you go to weelevateyou.org. Right. We'll drop that in the thread as well to learn more about their foundation, to help support them and come out to the event. Right. There's no reason not to come out to the event and have a great time. socialize, network, and then help build these businesses. That's what they're doing this work for. So good stuff. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We just had another Columbus Black on blast. That's what we do, right? We put them on blast, but in a good way. This is where we highlight movers, shakers, and creators. Go check us out at ColumbusBlack.com to learn more. You can check us out on YouTube as well and on Facebook. Go to our pages. You'll see a bunch of other videos just like this that are very, very inspiring, where people are doing some amazing things in our community. Don't forget, if you need a place to work or if you need to rent a space, go to venturesuite.co. That's .co. It's kind of like Columbus, right? So venturesuite.co and check it out. Don't forget to go to mile.com, myle.com. If you are hosting an event, you can post, promote, and sell tickets to your events through this one platform. Yes, it is Black owned. We are excited about it. We do business for everyone, including large corporations. But if you have a networking event, you have a social, you have a fundraiser, check it out. We're here for you to help you as well. And with that, make sure you go ahead once again and download the Mile app. That reason why you want to download the Mile app is because you will receive notifications for events like the Elevate You Spring Mixer, right? So now you don't have to go out and search. You'll be notified of these awesome events like what Chris and Kenny have coming up, all right? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up, y'all, as we always do. In order to know more about your future, you need to understand a little bit more about your past. That's the reason why we just had the Crumps and we just had a blast. With that, y'all, I'm out. Deuces to everyone. We will catch you on the next show. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.